Hi everyone, it's Shelly from HauteKnitYarn, just coming to you today to give you a video tutorial of how I wind a skein. I have a few ball winders and I prefer the tabletop Amish style Swift, so that is what I will be using today. Also, none of my winders would clamp onto this table because it was too thick, so I will be holding this one in my hand. I use this one from Knit Picks for all of my personal yarn. However, I do have this jumbo one. It is called the Unit MH720. I use this one for all my business purpose winding. It's a lot faster and obviously bigger, but you can hear it's extremely loud. So I just prefer this one for my personal use. I've had this one for over 10 years and it still works really great for a $20 ball winder. So the first thing I do when I wind some yarn, I untwist the bottom and slide the tag off. Next I untwist the whole skein, and then I make sure all of these strands of yarn are on the correct sides of the ties on the skein, and generally there'll be anywhere from 1 to 4 ties on a skein of yarn that you'll get, and just make sure they all go the same way. And then I what's called thwack it around in my hand, and this kind of just helps align the strands the way that they should be going and smooth them out a little bit. So after I've done that, I will put it on my Swift. If you don't have a Swift, the back of a chair works really well, or a large lampshade, or a spare set of somebody else's arms, or something like that. Anything to just keep the skein nice and open so it doesn't collapse on itself and tangle. Next, I will snip off the ties and pull them out. I do the one that has 4 strands of yarn last, because this will include your beginning and end as well as the tie to keep it nice and tidy. So here's the beginning. I will unravel it a few times just to make sure it's winding smoothly. Sometimes you will get the wrong side and need to flip it inside out if it's not winding very smooth. Then I feed it through this little, I don't know what that's called, holder I guess, and then begin to wind. I'm gonna fast forward to this part. So you can come in and wave really quick, but you will be quickly, very quick. Just winding. Okay. Well done. I look that today. You know? There you go. That's actually. Okay, we're it doesn't fast forward, so you want to be able to do it. It'll be like, and then it's a little fast forward. Almost done. Once I get down to the last part of it, I tend to slow down because it can get a little wonky. It can fly off or just not be as easy since there's less weight and yarn holding it together. Once I get down to the end, I will unravel it a few times and then wrap my yarn securely around the outside of the cake, and then tuck in the end under those little strands that we just made. Pull out what will be the start of the cake so it's hanging down, and then gently twist and slide the yarn off the winder, and that will make your cake.